Hello degenerates, welcome back to the Waifus. I'm Sefhi, your favorite gambling addict, and today's topic is going to be how to make your apostles stronger in Trickcal Chibi Go. This is a question that comes up pretty frequently on both the main court, our community, and also in YouTube comments, so I thought I would go a little bit over it and what systems currently we have available to make all of your units stronger. For the most part, it's tied to your account progression, so all of those are going to be long term. It's going to take time. There is no easy way of going from 100k to 300k outside of waiting or obviously spending money. But we're not going to be talking about spending money here, but what ways you can achieve as a free-to-play or light spender to actually improve your account. That said, you guys can also see the Kato in the background playing around with her new house. I bought her the house for the winter, so she stopped. This is crazy. So she stops being on a chair, right? Because it's getting cold. So I was like, all right, let's get you a proper cat tower, so you stop breaking everything around the room. That's it. Let's jump right into this. Leave a like, subscribe, help me grow the channel, and let's start with the most obvious systems, and those are the ones tied to your character directly. This is going to be obviously your level up. This is tied to your account. The higher you go into your account, level 75, for example, is level 100 for a 5-star character. This gets more expensive as time goes by, so don't worry too much. It's something you'll get as time goes by. Nothing here that you can really do to accelerate it outside of using stamina. The more stamina you use, the more you will level up. The second system, obviously, is going to be the equipment. This is a global system. This not only works for your character, so this piece of gear is good for Erpin, and if I level this up, it will improve her combat power. So she has right now 340 almost, 339, and if I were to get this to level 5, which is the maximum right now, which by the way I don't really recommend leveling too many, but it's fine. As you can see, we gain 5k combat power. If you do this for all pieces, it's a lot of extra combat power you can be gaining, another 20,000 if you were to do that for all pieces. This system is also really good because the higher you go, the more ranks you get, rank 7. This will give you stats to all the units on your account. So as you can see, this applies to all apostles. It's not a lot. You might be thinking, okay, but you know, rank 7 is just 16 physical attack and 16 magical attack. So it's not a lot. But when you have all of these characters at rank 7, I think I have up to SP myself, that is a lot of extra stats you are gonna be getting. So long term, you want to be getting as many characters as possible. Yes, up to SP on my account, it's all rank 7. Again, this is 100%, once again, slow. This depends on how much stamina you are willing to refresh every day, or if you're full free-to-play player and don't want to be refreshing stamina, okay? I do not recommend spending more than 3 recharges of candy. The one I personally think is better is the star candy because it can give you way more useful resources than just experience. So that is the second thing, equipment. The other combat power source on your character, obviously, is going to be the skills. This gives a lot of combat power. Going from level 1 to level 7, it's already enough in most cases, but you could be taking some characters to 10 or 12, depending on which ones and what your main personality is. Usually, myself, I don't worry about the skill levels unless it's characters I really love. So, for example, Hailey I like, but it's not my favorite character. So she is right now 7, 9, 7, nothing else. And I was going to be taking her to 10, 10, 10, but I was like, nah, fuck it. Not really interested. Same for Belita, same for Yui. Same for even characters that can be considered, you know, stronger and will have a longer shelf life on their respective teams. I don't really go higher than 777 unless I really love that character. If I like them, I will keep going higher. If not, 777 is enough for the extra combat power. The next system, also tied to your characters, are going to be the star up, getting from 3 stars or 1 star if it's depending on the character, all the way to 5 stars. This is too expensive for the amount of stats you are getting. For example, if I go to Shion and I want to start her up, as you can see, the amount of stats you're getting is great, but this is at the cost of 25 certificates, and then you'll need another, I forgot what it is, 50, another 50 for 5 stars. That is a lot of certificates for the amount of stats you're getting. You're also getting extra levels on your characters, so you can go past the level cap, but still, it's really expensive. So at the moment, my recommendation is the same. 4 star is great. There is no reason to go to 5 stars unless you really love a character. If you like Yomi, if you like Hideon, if you like whatever character it is, Picora, go for a 5-star. It's fine, it's your waifu. If you like a specific character that's meta, like Eldains, I would 100%, if you get lucky, to try to get more stars on Eldains. But there is a lot of RNG. I always say the same. This is not a flex. This is so you can see how bad it is. 900 pulls for a 5-star Yomi on her banner. It is really expensive unless you are lucky, so don't worry too much about this. As time goes by, you will get more dupes, you will get more characters, and you will be able to start them up slowly. And then the last system tied to your characters, obviously, it's going to be the boards themselves. We've talked about boards a lot. We've talked about this system plenty of times. TLDR, okay, if you don't want to watch the whole thing, but TLDR, normal nodes give combat power to your character, a lot of it. Glowing nodes, so both of these right here, will give global stats. All of these, when it's in blue, it's global stats. When it's in blue, it's global stats, 3% or 3 flat. So your objective as time goes by, it's to get as many characters as possible, all of the gold nodes, all of them, because it's a lot of extra combat power. Only go to the second board on characters you really love and characters that are going to be meta long term. If not, it's not worth opening those second gateways because it's more expensive. This is 4 gold crayons instead of being 2 right here, right? So this is super expensive and a long-term system that is really nice, and it's going to be one of your main progressions as time goes by and you get more resources in the game. Later on, there will be a small quality of life that also will allow you to directly in-game check what boards you are missing, what stats each character has. That's why we haven't added this to the website yet, since some people were asking. So those are the systems related to your character. There are a lot of them, right? Basically, each tab can give you stats and combat power. There are a couple more systems that we can talk about that are not here in the character tab, and they are, for the most part, unless I'm missing one of them, which could be on your order. Your order has a lot of different ways of giving you extra stats. The first one is going to be the Banquet Hall. So for those of you who don't know, anytime you are leveling someone up here on the Banquet Hall, so if I go to a character I haven't leveled up, let's say I want to level who's cute here. We can level up Posher, she's cute, and I give her one of these Jum Jum vitamins, right? As she levels up, she also is going to be getting specific stats. It's not a lot of stats, but obviously the higher you level them up, the better it is. Another incentive to be doing this is that at level 20, if you get a character to level 20, you will be able to get a gift, a small letter they will write to you right here. I'm not going to be showing them, so you can see them for yourself whenever you get them to level 20, but these letters is just a small detail for extra lore and whatnot, which is nice. By the way, this in Korea is level 30 instead of level 20, so we got the better system, which is nice. Outside of the Banquet Hall, the other system, and this is the most important one in my opinion long term, is going to be your A Club and your Fab Lab. Your A Club, it's only to get materials, but your Fab Lab inside, you can level up this lab tab right here, and this is going to be giving you a lot of flat stats, a lot of increased rewards, a lot of idle rewards that are going to be increased as well. You might be thinking, okay, it's not a lot, right? But look at all of the ones you can be leveling up. And this is stage 7, so you have another 6 tabs to go through. And there is up to level 12 right now in Korea, I believe, level 13. I think it is level 12 or 13 in Korea. So there is a lot of extra stats you will be able to get here long term. This is super expensive and super slow, and there is way too much RNG because it's tied to what resources you can farm here. I have to update the website, but the best characters are the ones that can give you gold, the ones that can give you plastics, and the one that can give you the fine metal shavings. So Speaky, Yomi, Hailey, Tommy is pretty good, Sari is pretty good. All of those characters, you can use them. There are a few more you could be using depending on what you're looking for. Vivi, it's kind of a scam. I love Vivi, alright, but she sucks at this adventure club. I stopped using her because she never gives me plastics. So a lot of RNG in that, but that's one of the most important systems long term to actually progress, get more rewards, and a lot of passive stats. I am pretty sure that's all of the systems. I might be missing one. If so, please let me know in the comments. Oh, of course, no, I'm stupid. One of the last systems we're missing is the journey system. We do not have this on the global server. This only exists on the Korean server. When you get a character to 5 stars, you will be able to unlock a journey or a favorite item or whatever you want to call them that will increase their stats and give them new skills. This is going to be different in global, so I will not talk about this for now. For some reference, Vivi's treasure in Korea at level 2 will give her a shield on her senior skill, but we already have that by default. So our system is going to be different, hence why I don't talk about it yet. Whenever we have information, I'll talk about it. That said, those are basically all the systems to increase combat power in Trickcal at the moment. If I'm missing any, please do let me know in the comments down below, and I will be pinning those comments and giving them a heart so people can see also those methods. That said, enough jumping. We are live every single day. Links in the description down below. Good luck with your pool, dinner dates. I'll see you on the next one.